focus on the present, taking a step day in and day out, and just discovering life, which means stepping into uncertainty is like full of so much opportunity. I used to get,
and to be fair, it can be scary. Feeling of uncertainty, it can be really scary, and it can really feel as though exactly what Heinz was saying. Like, you almost feel like you're aloof. You see people around you, your peers. You shouldn't judge yourself around your peers because, jealousy, it robs you of whatever that saying is, of joy, right? So never compare yourself, but still, like, you see other people, you feel as though they are on their purpose. They feel as though they are on their purpose. They are doing what they should be doing in life. And you still are in that limbo stage of like, you're not sure exactly what are you here for? What are you supposed to do in this lifetime?
I mean, whether you're you or a different letter, I can bridge the gap.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode here on the Bridge Reacts, and I'm your host here on the channel, Marcus. Thank you so much for stopping by to see another episode here on the Bridge, where we're talking about good things, we're talking about great things, we're also talking about positive things as well. Here on the Bridge, where we believe in long-lasting relationships and stronger dynamics between, family members and romantic level, platonic levels, whatever, right? We want to have stronger foundations, strong connections. We're here to build bridges, not burn them. If you like what we talk about here on the channel, please subscribe, like the button, notification bell as well. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video, we are talking about envisioning your success and relearning your purpose. And what I mean by that, we're going to get straight to it. Heinz, in hindsight, whatever you want to call him, an amazing YouTuber. We reacted to one of his videos a while back, and a really dope vibe, really cool things to say. And this video is called A Calm Approach to Success and Life. I wish I knew this sooner. So please check out the original creator. When I get straight to it, I'll leave my final thoughts for the very end of the video. Let's get it.
I've never really been able to explain what I want to do. I've just more like felt it. And that's why I've always said, like, how do you explain something that's never been done before? I was listening to a podcast with Rick Rubin and Pharrell. And Pharrell said something that made me feel so seen.
I never really knew my soul's purpose. I can see everywhere except the future for myself.
I love that. I love that, like, when you think something about you.
Shout out to Pharrell. Big shout out to Pharrell. I saw the Lego movie not too long ago. His life story in Lego form. Amazing movie. Please check it out. Big shout out to Pharrell, right?
Might be rare or a negative.
Never been able to. And it was weird.
This is why, like, vulnerability or just sharing your story is so important, right? Because you create bridges with other people who are like, oh, wow, like, I feel seen, I feel you. And Pharrell was saying he's never been good at knowing what the future has in store for him, which kind of sounds crazy because he's so successful. But he's like, I can't vision my future. I've never known what is in store for me. He's like, I could talk to other people, meet other people, and see like what the future has for them. But for me, it's hard. He's like, I've actually never really known what I wanted. I've just kind of been present in the moment. And he's like, I just discovered my purpose. And I was like, hold up, wait. You're telling me you just discovered your purpose at 51 after having one of the most, not after, you're still in it as well, like having such an immaculate career. Like, man, I remember you when I was 16 years old, like crazy beats, records, and then you became like, creative director. You've done so many cool things. Your influence is everywhere. He has a new movie out as well right now, a Lego movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at 51 years old, he's just coming into discovering his purpose. Everything has been uncertain. And that's why I say in the reminder deck, uncertainty is a gift. It has the spirit of a child. It's curious and it's full of questions. And this whole time, Pharrell has been leading just by what sparks his curiosity, what he questions. While I was listening, he was talking about how when he made this Lego movie, the idea was for it to be like a biography of his life, but his own life isn't inspiring to him because he already knows what has happened. So clearly he's inspired by things that is like mysterious, the uncertainty, and the fact that those two elements could carry him to where he is now in life, as successful as he is, by never really having full clarity of what he's doing, showed me that, oh, okay, I'm not alone. Because the truth is, I'm not gonna lie, my whole life, I've never really been able to explain what I want to do. I've just more like felt it.
I feel that, man. And just kind of pause here for a second. Like, I felt as though as a child, I definitely have been much more of a creative child than the studious and like A plus, B student, whatever like that. You know, I'm average C student, you know, shout out to mom and dad. Sorry. I've always been the person that likes to create. Even in middle school, I used to like make these little sprite battles between like Naruto or like, you know, different like characters, and like make my own like little comic books and stuff like that to share with the class. As lame as I was as a kid, people gravitated and thought it was cool, thought it was creative, thought it was different, right? And I guess I just took that with me as I grew, you know, to be an adolescent, to be a young adult, to a now adult. Like in high school to college, I've always like wanted to create and started getting into more in like videos and making content and editing, learning how to edit. I had to learn myself. I taught myself how to do all this stuff, bro. I feel as though I found my purpose. However, I'm only almost 30 years old. It's not as though like I have fulfilled my purpose per se, or this might not be the end all be all. I might just have only scratched the surface of where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do in this lifetime. And I'm always open to, you know, rediscovering that purpose or relearning and understanding what else life has in store for me. And I think this is just one thing, the bridge, and being able to create and have this outlet and hopefully to inspire others to, you know, do better, be better, have stronger connections and stronger families, and give back to the people that they care about in their community. Hopefully I'm one of the right voices to do this. If I'm not, at least I put that energy out there for the world. So
that's why I've always said, like, how do you explain something that's never been done before? You know? And I've actually kind of been, as I get older, I've kind of almost been embarrassed. But you know, when you're like 20 or 15 years old, it's almost like you have more grace if you don't know.
yeah.
So as I've gotten older and people ask me that question, it's almost like I start to get embarrassed by it, because I'm like, oh my God, I don't have like this strong, hard-hitting answer, which will make me seem like aloof and not really know what they're doing in life. But when I heard Pharrell say that, I was like, oh no, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Uncertainty is a gift. It has the spirit of a child. Continue to question, continue to act. And what Pharrell said was like, you know, I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. I'm just working as hard as I can, focus on the present, taking a step day in and day out, and just discovering life, which means stepping into uncertainty is like full of so much opportunity. I used to get,
and to be fair, it can be scary. Feeling of uncertainty, it can be really scary, and it can really feel as though exactly what Hines was saying. Like, you almost feel like you're aloof. You see people around you, your peers. You shouldn't judge yourself around your peers, because, you know, jealousy, it robs you of whatever that saying is, of joy, right? So never compare yourself, but still, like, you see other people, you feel as though they are on their purpose. They feel as though they are on their purpose. They are doing what they should be doing in life. And you still are in that limbo stage of like, you're not sure exactly what are you here for? What are you supposed to do in this lifetime? And I love that, the uncertainty, there's some beauty in it. Just like when it comes to confronting or confrontation, there's some beauty in that as well. It might be something scary to do, but then again, you know, maybe it just comes down to facing those fears, having that conversation with people.
Insulted when I was in high school, when my counselors would like harass me, like, hey, what are you going to do after high school? And I would actually get insulted. I'm like, yo, I'm 15 years old. Leave me alone. And I could sit there and I could be like, oh, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a lawyer or a fireman, right? Like the typicals, nothing wrong with them. But I didn't even want to do any of those. I did not know what I wanted to do, but I felt something. I just felt that I wanted to, you know, lead my own life and maybe go down a path that I haven't seen before. And that's what I realized. A lot of us are carving paths that we haven't seen before, right? It's a unique path. And the truth is, as we grow, it starts to reveal itself even more. So Pharrell was saying, as he's creating this movie that's like about his own life, halfway through the process of this Lego movie, definitely go check it out. I heard it's amazing. I'm going to go check it out this week.
It really is. Check it out.
He says halfway through the process, he realizes his purpose at 51 years old. At 51 years old, he realizes his purpose. And this is why I always say our presence has purpose. I have a card in the reminder deck that says just that.
Might have to check that out.
This like 8 years ago when I was in like a limbo space in between chapters in my life. Not exactly where I was, not where I want to be. Didn't even know where I wanted to be, actually. I sold my camera. So I was just in between spaces. But yet I felt on purpose, which was weird for me because I always grew up thinking that purpose was this grand mission. Like, you know, like you're going to save the world, or you're going to be a #1 platinum producer, or you're going to do that, you know, like these clear, like monumental societal landmarks. But I had none of that. But I still felt like I was on purpose. And that's when I realized that our presence has purpose. That no matter where we are, every step that we're taking, every season that we are in, there is purpose. You understand?
It's true.
Your purpose isn't in the future. It's not in a thing or in a place. It's in your presence. It's in right now. It's in this very moment. No matter where in life you are, align your spirit, body, and mind, and you will feel that your presence always has purpose. If you think about it, Pharrell, even though he says, I discovered what my purpose is at 51, he was already living out his purpose the whole time. He was the embodiment of it.
Right.
It's not like he realized, my purpose is to go do this thing. He looked back at his life and was like, I understand my purpose now. You understand? And I absolutely love that because it's like he's already been living in his purpose.
Yeah.
Not able to vocalize it, but he was already.
He was experiencing it
for a lot of us. You understand? We are on purpose. You may not be able to identify it in an Instagram bio, but who cares? You understand? You know, like you don't have the catchy slogan for it, but who cares? You understand? Continue. You understand? Put your best foot forth every single day.
That was basically the video. That was it. We actually went through the whole video this time. I'll get straight to my final thoughts. Big shout out to Hindsight or Hines here on YouTube. And of course, big shout out to Pharrell Williams. And my final thoughts. Right. We are never supposed to stop learning, stop growing, stop understanding ourselves, our purpose, our life journey, our life's purpose, what we can do to influence other people, we can do to, influence the world. Even if you don't care about the rest of the world. I've said this before, and I think I actually said it specifically on this type of video with Hines or Hindsight. Like, we all have some purpose. We are here for a reason. And that may not be a reason for other people per se. Maybe it is more specific for your own self-healing, if you're a young soul, if you believe in that. But I feel as though you made it out of the lottery of all these other different sperm cells going into the egg to formulate you as a human being for a reason. You were birthed for a reason. You grew up and outlast a lot of other people who did not make it this far for a reason. And even though you may have found your success or what you're supposed to be, your purpose in this lifetime, never stop trying to discover that and try to find more and really dig even deeper, because there could be more. You have not hit the bedrock until you are 6 feet under. That's the way I look at it. And I don't really have much else to say. I mean, that's just, they said it all right there. And I do love this. I love a lot of the content that Hindsight, puts on YouTube. I'm going to react to a little bit more of his videos. I'm trying not to do it multiple times back to back to back to back. You're just going to see it pop up if you, hit the notification bell and subscribe. You'll see it. But you guys tell me what you think about this video and how you think about when it comes to visioning your success and, of course, relearning your life purpose and where that can take you. Feel free to let us know in the comment section about your life purpose and have you discovered it? Do you feel as though there is much more to your journey? I really appreciate you guys for sticking out this far for the video, and please subscribe, like button, notification bell as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Be safe out there. Take care.